like starting out a pug.
Those looks will always get you out of the mud.
Looks? I don't think Paul Rudd is like... You with us?
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
No, but it's fine.
What happened?
It doesn't matter.
Well, whatever your situation is, could it improve with a mango pineapple refresher from the McCafe at McDonald's?
It would have to be very delicious.
You ever get a text? It feels like he got a text and just was like...
He was sucked.
Something bad happened.
You were sucked into the vortex of your screen right there.
It worked. The bobas worked.
So it's good.
Did you know it has caffeine?
I
It's
heard.
just a light amount of caffeine, just the right.
We don't even have to oversell this thing, even though I do think it's really underappreciated how good the drinks are at McDonald's.
So good.
Me, you, Paul, skydiving.
No.
Why?
You won't go on an airplane.
Yeah, what kind of...
I would go on the airplane. I'm not scared of going on the airplane. I love roller coasters. I love all of that.
I don't understand
What
what
are
you're
you
talking about.
I don't like being in the air for an extended period of time, but just going up 9,000 feet, jumping out of an airplane.
Are you kidding?
I swear I would do it.
You'd crack your skull.
I'm not gonna crack my
I know the way you're built, I think that your body would topple because he's so front.
I'm not gonna crack my skull.
You think he's
Jack.
front-loaded?
I think he's front-loaded.
You have a lot of hair and a big head.
I'm gonna put this stuff
Yeah.
away.
You don't want to leave one for Paul?
No, well...
I know you like it tidy. I know.
I like it tidy. He's doing it for me.
Look,
I'm the one that has to clean.
I'm just worried about how I'd look with a cracked skull.
You're not gonna crack your skull. But I don't believe that you'd ever actually do it.
You probably have a hard dome, if I had to guess.
You have a dome.
Do you know if you if your finger if you were to bite down on your finger, you could bite right through your finger the same way you'd bite through a carrot.
What?
Don't do it. Just crack your skull
Why would
instead.
you bite your finger off?
Get it out of your mouth.
You could try it.
Yeah.
Guys, oh my God. Talk
Hi,
about
guys.
Hey,
Talk
you
about-
ever had your skull cracked, Paul?
Talk about cracking
No.
a skull.
No, I've never cracked my skull.
Well, today, let me tell you,
It's gonna happen?
America's sweetheart.
Wanderlust?
I love you, man. Our idiot brother's
Clueless.
friendship. He's hot and funny and sweet. You ever get mad?
And you better pray it's a water gun.
You've made me cry multiple times.
Would you say that that's one of your biggest regrets?
It's definitely a regret.
When did you get hot? What year?
He was probably born attractive.
No,
No, what do you mean he was the sexiest man alive?
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
that's debatable. But
Did you win a thing that was sexiest man?
He was in the same thing I was in.
Oh, you didn't win.
we
You
were
just-
both in the same issue
Yeah,
together.
you didn't win.
We were? No, we weren't.
I don't know. I thought it was a joke when I found out. I thought
Mine, I think, was a joke.
I don't think that, no disrespect, I think you're very handsome. I don't think that his success is based on him being a hot guy. Like, I wouldn't call Paul Rudd a hot guy.
No, I think
disrespect.
I mean,
I think
he's
you're
a-
so handsome.
No, he's
Very
known.
kind, guys.
He's
Guys.
known as a
that.
heartthrob.
Yeah, you wake up.
Oh,
Are you known as a heartthrob?
Now-
news to me.
I got to tell you two things. One, Selena had the biggest crush on him when she worked with him, and I started thinking he's the worst guy for your girl to leave you because, like, he's hot and funny and sweet and what? Stop looking at me and it.
Sorry.
This is
It's a lot.
And no, but I think you're known as a hot guy now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
don't think so. I don't
I
know.
can speak for you as the public. I would say that you're America's sweetheart.
well, that's a different thing.
I don't know how I landed on this. When I first started losing weight, I was looking for like a diet plan or something. I remember looking online and he popped up and it was him in like Men's Health with like a 6-pack.
That was a fluky thing for about 6 minutes.
Hell yeah.
Because of the Marvel stuff.
You got a 6-pack now?
No.
How'd you
And
get
then-
it?
By cutting out anything enjoyable in my life for about a year.
A year?
Well, I stopped. It was an interesting thing to have a real regimen for the first time in my life as an adult.
Yeah.
Like most people that really get into great shape, they are.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
genetically predispositioned to look
Were
good.
you au natural when you did it, or you were juicing?
No, I was totally I'm not juicing.
You weren't juicing.
Clearly not
Wait,
juicing.
so what did you even eat? Like, cause
I had a lot of fish. I had a lot of salmon.
yeah, I'm predisposed to be mushy too.
This is where it gets kind of bad and it messes with your head. In that when you are in it, like when you've really done it and you've gotten in great shape and you've worked out and you feel good and you really feel like my clothes fit differently and I don't, you feel good. And when you've had that for a while and then you lose that.
Yeah.
And you just see it drift away.
It really messes with your
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
And so
You're in
now
the
I'm
lost- you're in the
completely
losted
body
phase.
dysmorphic. I
Yeah.
really have strong reactions if I'm feeling just like, oh.
Yeah.
So I always try and adhere to some version, although I find it impossible.
But don't you own a candy store?
Yeah. And you're like me.
Yeah.
You love
I know.
candy.
Me and him, we were at this dinner and we were sitting right next to each other and there was candy. And I think we were both a teeny bit nervous, and B, obsessed with candy. And we couldn't stop. Everyone else was like, take it or leave it with the candy. Me and him were fighting over the last bits of candy. And then that's when I found out he had a candy store.
Do you have a lot of cavities?
I didn't really. I had a couple of cavities when I was younger.
You know what my dentist's name is?
What?
Dr. Tooth.
No, it's not.
No, it's Dr. Toth, but I call him Dr. Tooth. It's one O missing. That's what I
Yeah.
told him. I said,
Was it Dr. Teeth and the Muppets? Wasn't it?
yeah, exactly.
I go every year, once a year.
I go every 3 months because I don't love flossing.
Let me tell you, I never
Yeah,
flossed
use-
my whole life. The floss
the
sticks
sticks are great.
existing, and they're just like around my desk, and
Yeah.
like I'm flossing. My dentist was blown away at the flossing. I said,
Yeah.
oh, I guess I do floss.
I
a
do an
lot.
oral
When-
rinse. I'm real high.
when
yeah.
you
Same, but
put that
flossing.
stick
Cool,
in
right?
between,
It is cool.
When you put the stick in between, does the thing smell bad?
I
No
never
one
smell
smells it.
I don't
What
have
do
a
you mean
smell
no one
sense.
You're
smells
not
it?
supposed to smell it. Well,
Does it?
Clearly, it's,
Yeah, I think it stinks.
Well, it's your,
like
like-
rotting.
it's
Check
your-
if you did it
it's
right
your
now, it
back- don't do
stinks.
it.
Wait, the toothpick end of
Yeah,
it?
no,
no,
the
the floss.
the little
He said
floss
when he
thing
takes the
stinks.
scum
Well,
out of his
stinks.
teeth.
No, it stinks. Is it used?
It stink. No, it will stink.
Won't it?
It will
it's-
stink.
so
It will
it's the
stink. Put it in
scum.
the back ones and
I
really
think this
dig
might be
in.
mint flavored though.
It doesn't matter. Dig in.
It grosses
dig
me
in.
out.
Really dig
I
into a
can't-
few different ones.
I'll floss. No problem.
That's why your breath stinks, not yours. I'm saying that's why
My
people's
breath
breath
smells.
smells.
because of.
Yeah.
In the morning, I
now
have terrible halitosis.
You do?
Well, I don't think that's uncommon.
Does it stink?
Okay, I don't
Just
know.
It's so gross.
I have a bad sense of smell. I smell nothing.
here, have her smell it.
No,
have-
I'm not
she doesn't
smelling.
want it.
I don't
You
like
have
to
to-
do
No, I
that.
can't. I
That's
can't.
not a game I like
I
to play.
can't. Don't smell it.
No.
So this is a used.
Yeah.
Well, look at this. look what you pulled out.
Don't smell it.
all
Don't
of a
smell
sudden-
it. He
all of a
made.
sudden-
One
all of a
time he
sudden-
made
Oh,
Ed
I can
Sheeran
see
smell
it.
his belly button, and he almost passed
Look
out.
at what's on the thing.
It grosses me out.
Dug
So
out.
His
it-
belly
Look at
button.
this.
His belly button stinks.
Oh, I close my eyes. I can see it.
My fault.
No, it's not.
My
We
bad.
don't have to smell it.
You have
It's-
really strong, nice teeth for.
yeah, you do.
not doing a
You look
lot.
great.
Thanks, guys.
You look great.
Hey,
You do.
you know, we were talking about it. He started
don't
getting
know,
some grays in his beard, and he said, "I'm gonna have to dye these for my next movie." And then I said, "When do people start dyeing?" And like, are we allowed to talk? Do you
he-
dye your hair?
You're like
No way.
He's the
Wow.
ageless man.
No, and I have gray in my hair. No,
you the
I feel
ageless
like I have a
man?
little like.
He
You
is.
don't see like a
Dye your
little.
hair?
Yeah.
No.
Wow, I was.
Another fun fact about you that do you know this about
the
yourself?
ageless man.
The internet says you do not age, and I don't think you do.
You can move that cookie box. You keep staring
I know.
at it.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I just
Yeah,
keep
you're
going
in
back and
between.
forth like a
Let's kinda-
pinball machine.
Here, you want to sit on the couch? Let's sit on the
Let's
couch.
go.
What's the nerves thing?
I find standing to be
I'm
unsettling.
gonna take my coat off.
He broke the mic trying to figure it all
Well-
out. Paul, are you like me? Because I think you come off as like a really good extrovert. You come off like that, and I think I come off as like an extrovert, but I actually have like, I get so nervous in certain situations. But when I get home, I'm like pooped from like putting on trying to do it. And so
Yeah.
are you like that? You think?
I think in some ways, but when I first met you, I noticed that right away. You were so kind of open and gregarious and really sweet. And but isn't that the thing about extroverted people that really?
Yeah.
It's almost like an overcompensation to get over their insecurity or introvertedness.
Yeah. I feel like outside, like if I meet someone in the street, they're like expecting a version of myself that's like the best version of myself. So it's like, if I meet someone in the street and I'm just like, hey, what's up? Like, I want to give that person like
classic Benny.
Yeah, like a really good, like I want to, like when someone walks by and they're like, I love you, man, or something, or they come up and they slap or hug me or something, and
You want to get down on your knees and go,
No, no. I just want them to have I want them to have a good moment because I know those moments, they mean so much to people and
I remember when I would do meet and greets before concerts, and I would try to, sometimes you can get away with doing the lowest lift version of a meet and greet, which is hi, nice to meet you, picture, gone. And I did the opposite, and I just remember one time, I think it was in Utah, and I just remember I was losing my voice on the tour, and I just remember I was talking to this couple about what I'm looking for romantically, and how I was struggling finding it, and then I talked for a minute straight, and then I finished, and they were like, picture? And they didn't
They didn't care. They wanted the picture.
Yeah.
That's what they're there for.
Wait, do you ever? I don't see you as a guy. Do you ever get mad?
Oh God, yeah.
You got a temper?
Of course.
You do?
Yes.
What
Really?
was the last thing you got really mad about?
I could never even
And
see
I'll get
it.
really mad. I'll get there sometimes.
How could you
He's
ever
been
be
mad in movies. He's played mad well.
Well, it's not real.
Well,
I mean, I try
I've
to get
seen him
mad in settings like this.
Yeah.
But
Like you get mad? You have a temper?
Oh, of
I
course.
won't even see you.
do you?
No, I don't have a temper.
You don't.
You get snappy.
No, but I don't have
doesn't have a temper,
I do
no.
not have a temper.
No,
Neither
no,
do you.
yeah.
None of us have it.
I have a temper.
You have a temper.
For
Really?
sure. Of course.
No, I would not.
She's a temper.
Really?
What did you say? No.
I never yell. I never yell.
She doesn't yell.
Yeah.
You do
I don't-
yell sometimes.
I feel like sometimes I maybe suppress some of that stuff so much because you want to be pleasant, and that when one thing happens, and I can get a little psycho about it.
Yeah.
And even my wife will say calm down.
Yeah.
It can be a little scary.
You
Believe
like
it or not.
You like justice.
Yes, there's
You want
I don't
the
like it when
justice.
people aren't decent.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to tell you 2 car things that just happened to me. That happened to me a long time ago. Chuck, I've never
It's
even.
okay.
Do you even?
Doesn't matter.
You don't even drive.
I've never told you these incidents. And I don't know if I've ever really told anyone these incidents. Okay. Number 1, very quick one. I'm maybe 18, 19. I'm in New York. I'm living in New York City. There's a restaurant called Cafe Jeton. It's in Soho. I'm on Spring and Mott.
Oh my God, I remember Cafe.
Yeah, or Prince and Mott, wherever the fuck I am. It's right there. And
Yeah, it was
I'm in a yellow cab. Okay, this is back when it's yellow cabs. And I'm like, the guy's driving so fast, my cab driver. And I'm like, oh, no, it's right here on the left. And I'm like, no, sir. And you know how when they drive so quickly sometimes, and I'm like, right here. And then as he finally starts to slow down, and I go like this, and he's just slowing down. He's in the middle of the road, and I open up my door, to get out. And as I do it, another car, just one thought away from me just stepping out. I open my door and another cab goes like this and goes, and my door goes flying off. The whole door goes off. And the cab driver's like, holy shit. And he comes out and then he was like, you have to wait right now. And I said, well, I'm late to this lunch and you pulled over in a weird spot. I wasn't even looking, I'm late to this lunch and I tried to get you to do the thing. He said, no, you have to wait. You're paying for this thing. And I was like, sir, I gotta go to this. And I'm it was such an important meeting. I still even remember the meeting. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there.
I'm surprised that doesn't happen more in New York.
Who is that?
Doors
And I go,
doors
and,
get knocked
and then
off.
I said, well, when the cops get here, just send them to my table. And then it all worked.
Oh.
It all worked out.
Big shot.
No, because it was my table was right. I was literally. I was eating outdoors at the meeting, and it was I was running late for the meeting, and it was the biggest meeting of my career at the time.
Yeah.
I still remember the meeting.
That's a good look,
It was
to
with
have the
Baz
cops.
Luhrmann and Sia. It was it's such an important meeting for me.
Those are good people to have the cops walk up
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
and be
yeah.
like, hey,
And then, well,
But
so
you also come in, you're in a different headspace, and you kind of come in with an amazing story.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just took the door off a cab.
Okay, now the craziest time that happened to me, I'm in New York City, and I don't really get a temper, but I'm walking across the street, and this cab, I have the right of way. It is my right of way. I'm on the walk, and it's the thing where it's it's the very beginning of when the walk light turns. So it's if you were running a red light, you would have just tried to go through. He almost hits me. I jump out of the way. I actually have to jump out of the way. And I say, and I stand up and I go, and everyone sees it. It's crazy. The guy is fully at fault. I go, fuck you, you piece of shit. And the guy's driving and he goes, "Arr!" and he stops the car in the middle of the thing and he goes, and starts going backwards, and I'm like, and this guy gets out of the car and he's huge, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, what's gonna happen to me now? Like, I thought I was just gonna be like, you asshole, and he drives away. The guy gets out and he starts full-blown chasing me.
Wow.
Full speed, leaves his car in the middle of the street, and he looks like the Terminator. And I'm so scared. I'm running.
That's crazy. What a turn
The
of
man
events.
chases me into a bodega, and it gets to the point where I'm going like this. I'm taking things and throwing them off the thing. I'm running, and I go, call the police, call the police. This man's chasing me. And like, it gets to the point where like, he's like where you are, but there's like a thing between us. And I'm like, call the police, call the police. And the guy's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And we're like, I still don't even know what his rationale was.
Yeah. That's
like,
intense.
And
He was
it was
psycho.
It was so scary, and like the people helped me and they kicked him out. And like for days I was scared. I was like, am I gonna like run into this man again?
McDonald's mango pineapple refresher.
Which I love, and I'm not just saying this, I truly love this, and I'm gonna keep saying it over and over. I actually love all of these. I love this one a lot.
Well, sometimes are you just saying it?
No.
No, I actually
You're
never
always
say it.
sincere.
I'm always sincere.
She won't speak like this if it's not
Yeah,
real.
I won't do the ad.
She's been excited to do this one.
Can I tell you guys something?
I need you
Maybe.
to.
Listen. Did you hear it?
No.
Did you feel it?
No.
I felt.
There was a small boba shooting up a straw, exploding into my mouth. I mean, look, you gotta look at this drink like a reset, maybe a reward. Maybe it's even a way to get through the day.
You wanna know why?
It's a reason to hang with friends.
And it also contains caffeine.
Try all the new McCafe drinks now at McDonald's.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Benny, what's something that therapy has taught you about yourself?
You know, I really think therapy gave me like a little like mental toolbox of how I can understand myself as I'm having a panic attack, as I'm going through those moments where I really don't know. I feel like my life is ending and there's no other way I can get around it. And then I have this little toolbox that's like, calm down, take a step back, assess the situation. Everything happens within the time that it's supposed to. And I just have all these little like voices now in the back of my head that tell me the right thing of what to do in each moment.
I love that.
If you want to start your therapy journey today, sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/FKS. That's betterhelp.com/FKS. I think that, and as I've grown older, I've realized this isn't remotely incest, and actually it's really good writing.
What?
But Clueless.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to talk about
Clueless is incest.
No, it's not. They're
Yes,
not real.
it's not
no.
incest.
No,
It's not
it's
inside.
step.
This was always a thing in that movie
It
where
impacted my child brain
Yeah.
in the way I was like, oh.
I
but-
was her stepbrother.
I saw Clueless,
Ex-stepbrother,
I
because
never-
That
parents
was
were
like
divorced.
pre the whole step bro porn stuff.
Oh, I don't even know about that.
It was a pretty bold
was
choice
bold.
for
It
Amy
is.
Heckerling.
Yeah.
But they were, I think the fact that our parents
weren't
married, or it was like she, at one point, my mother in Clueless, had been married to Dan Hedaya for a while, and then they got divorced. So there was a moment in time where we were stepbrother and sister, but we weren't blood related, and we were. But that was a talking point, for sure. And I know people still say, like, that's weird. Weren't you her brother? I'm like,
You've been in so many important
I know.
movies.
I was just thinking that.
I don't even know to everyone else, like, because like it was like perfect for my childhood.
More than childhood.
Yeah, because
I don't think there's a man-
How old are you?
56.
Okay, so it's
We've like grown
Yeah,
up
it's-
with your entire career.
There's nothing, by the way, I have, thank you. It's weird when I meet somebody who I assume is just kind of a peer.
I view you as a peer.
And they either, well, thank you.
I do.
And I you. All of you.
Yeah.
I'm
don't
not,
have to say
I'm
it.
50 years older than you. But when I meet somebody and they're like, oh my God, I grew up watching you. I was a little kid when I was like, how old
Yeah.
are you? Or the worst, my mom loves you. I get
Yeah.
that.
Really?
Yeah.
that's crazy.
No, you were like our.
He's like, to me.
I was gonna say our
was-
age. Like you were
He
our
is.
age group. You
have-
are our age.
I'm not really.
But you
by the
represent
way,
our
you're
age.
very.
He's
very,
not our age. You're not our
that-
age.
I'm not.
You're not.
I'm not
I'm not.
sure
You're
that-
not only
You're not
am I
at all.
I know
not even
you're-
close.
I know
Not at all.
And not you're so kind.
I
says,
don't
I
mean
don't
that
mind
you're
this.
actually our age, but I mean you. I guess
He
that was-
represents the comedy male adult for us and
Yes.
entertainment.
It's funny, when I was kind and growing up, it was the John Hughes movies, like 16 Candles
Yeah,
and
Pretty in Pink
Pretty in
and-
Pink
yeah.
and all the, Breakfast Club and all that. And when we had done a table read of Clueless. Hadn't shot anything yet, but it had all been cast. And we were all kind of new. This was the first thing I was really had done. And I remember we were all talking afterward. Thought, it's been a while since there's been a movie about this, a bunch of high school kids, and we grew up with all those John Hughes movies. Wouldn't it be cool if this thing turned out to be something like that last? Never really thinking that would be the case.
Wow.
It became the movie.
It is certainly.
You've been in all the movies. Like
I've been in all of them.
You've been in all the movies. No, but like I'm saying,
You've probably been in more
classic movies for our
classic comedy movies for our generation than any single human being. I think. I don't think that's an exaggeration.
Yeah,
I don't think it
I think
is
it's like
either.
you,
Which is crazy.
You and like you, Seth.
No, but he's before. You're before. He's.
Yeah, yeah, before Seth.
Seth
even.
wasn't in Clueless.
No. I'm saying, wait, I have
Right, but all the Judd stuff, with
Yeah,
I have a
Yeah.
question.
Sure.
Do you think, like, could you play in like if someone came to you and they're like, we really want your like Daniel Day-Lewis
Yeah, no.
moment. Like, could you
There
play
will be
like
blood.
a British man in like 1930? Like, do you think you have it in you?
I would like to think so. It's like I went to acting school, and I have played different kinds of parts in plays more than movies. But when you're starting off, you always think, oh, I can be a chameleon and I want to do everything, and I don't want to get pigeonholed. And when I was starting, I really, thought, oh, this is exactly the kind of career that I want. I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis is clearly the greatest, And but I loved actors that were
like
so
Christian
different
Bale.
in each thing, amazing. And I think that the parts that I was getting cast for, and I think we're all, they kind of fell into that Clueless or.
I loved you in Friendship or whatever it's called.
Oh, Friendship.
Yeah.
Well, Tim Robinson is the greatest, and he's so funny.
I saw it twice. The Toad scene when he's on Toad is so funny.
Do you think you
Subway.
would take a role that's so different now?
Well, it's always fun to play like kind of dick, like not nice characters. People assume put me in these roles of like just nice people, but like to play
you want
somebody
to play
that's
the rage.
well, you play it by being really nice, and then you see the under, and then we start getting into some real 3-dimensional stuff.
I thought it was really cool. I thought it was really interesting though. Like I feel like that was a leap to do, like because. Friendship is like it was a
I don't
small.
think it was a leap.
No, but it was a small movie. We worked with the guy who did it.
Andy DeYoung.
Yeah.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah, and it's and I think it was really cool. I remember when I first saw it, I was like, oh my God, that's so awesome. Because it wasn't like one of these big like $50 million movie. It was really cool, and I thought when I first saw that you were in that, I was like, oh my God, that's so cool that like you'll jump all over the map and do something that's like a super small budget just because you probably read the script and thought it was awesome.
That's
you know
what
what I
happened,
mean?
and I loved him.
Yeah.
No, that I have been fortunate in that I've had a long career, absolutely, and but it really wasn't until the Marvel stuff that I was in big movies. Even the Judd comedies, those were the first things.
Those are big.
But that kind of became
Clueless.
big. It wasn't that big really at the time.
It wasn't?
I think you're in such big movies.
And those movies, like Judd's movies or the comedies, they kind of broke out, but no one ever thought that was going to be the case. They weren't big budget films. They were kind of, all the studios they're making all this stuff. And it's like, all right, we'll let these guys do this, weird thing. And it was, they were fun to do because it felt like we were working on an indie movie in a sense. It was a weird thing to actually get into something that's so global like Marvel.
Yeah.
Which is why that was obviously the first time I ever got in shape. I never had to do that for any of the other things.
I
You
couldn't
know what
imagine.
movie I love that I can't believe
Most underrated movie of all time?
Yeah, he showed it to me. I hadn't seen it until 3
What?
years
It's the
ago.
most underrated
What?
I don't
comedy
think
ever.
it's underrated. I think
What?
I
it's
think
huge.
it's underrated. I don't think it's
What's
huge. It's,
Wanderlust?
Oh my God, I love
I
that.
have not
nice.
seen it, and
It is
I've never
so
seen it. And I
funny.
I talk about it still. I say
Wait.
it's like my new favorite movie, even though
Which
it's not
is the
new.
movie?
It's the one where he's in the mirror.
That's the one where you're like, my dick.
Yeah.
Do you know me and my friends did that for years?
Yeah.
It's
love
the best
that.
movie.
Yeah, that
it's
movie's
such
so
a good movie.
And then I also liked that movie so much. I don't think it's that movie. I think it's
Role
Our
Models?
Idiot Brother or something. The one
Yeah.
where like you play like for some reason that movie makes me cry. You've made me cry multiple times.
That's a heartbreaking one. I liked that character.
Yeah, I
And
love
by the
that
way, that's Jesse Perez did that movie.
Yeah.
And Wanderlust is David David Wayne
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and Ken Reno. Like those guys are the
Oh,
greatest,
yeah.
and they're really good friends of mine, and we
Yeah.
work together a lot. But
I love our idiot brother.
Idiot Brother was really, it's because it was like fun to play a character who
You just
had
can't
no
pull it together.
ulterior
gotta be honest,
motives,
I
and you
haven't
saw the
seen-
best in everybody,
Yeah, I know.
and then
Oh,
you
it's
realize
so
like
good.
it's
He gets
I
like a
haven't seen
rest.
it.
it's kind of heartbreaking.
Yeah, oh, it's really
Don't tell
good.
me I need
Yeah.
the ending.
You got any other hobbies?
No, God, hobbies?
You have anything? What's your hobby?
I don't know.
You don't
that's
know?
a question. No, yeah.
do you mean, you don't know?
No, because whenever there's time to do anything,
You have family.
I just want to sit.
Yes,
I don't want to
nothing.
I don't watch shows.
You don't
I
watch shows?
I mean, not really.
what do you
I like
do?
doing crossword puzzles.
What do you do? You're off. You're off. What are you doing?
What am I doing if I'm not working?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes, do you find this when you're not working? Sometimes you're just the busiest with just stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not good at kind of. I'm going to devote an hour. I'm going to go through everything I need to do. I'm going to free my day. I don't operate like that. I find that when I get overwhelmed with things, I tend to just shut down. And so, if I have any time, I just want to sit down and look at
The wall?
the wall. I don't want to do. Somebody was like sit.
I just
Somebody,
see you at
somebody.
home.
I was having like a conversation, and people was like, "What's your perfect day?"
Yeah. What is your perfect day?
I don't want to see a person. Yeah. I don't want to do. I don't want to. My perfect day is I have no responsibility. None.
Yeah.
No responsibility.
Not even speaking to anyone.
Nope.
Yeah.
I want to be in a just like a kind of a cold, dark room.
Hey.
There's a different side of you.
I know what your perfect day is.
Or a
just
nice
said it.
sunny beach, like when
Nope.
you're looking at water. Like
Yeah.
I like that.
I know what your exact perfect day is.
Why don't you tell him what his perfect day is?
A sawed-off shotgun.
You know, gift giving is never easy
No, it's so hard for me.
until now.
Tell me more.
Canva. Put a picture in there, turn it into a coffee mug. Canva will design like a coffee mug based off the picture. It'll lay out some cool, there's plenty of options with Canva.
You know what we should do? We should take our wedding photos,
Yeah,
upload it, prompt it to make it like in the perfect place.
yeah. What item? What item would you like from our wedding photos?
I love the
A coffee mug or something?
Flag.
coffee. I love coffee
Well, we'll
mugs.
use Canva and make a coffee mug for them. Canva makes design easy for anyone. With built-in AI that lets you remove, generate, and animate content in just a click. Start designing today at canva.com. How you guys been sleeping lately?
Pretty great now.
Now? Since you got the Helix Midnight Lux?
Yeah.
We have Helix.
Oh boy, do I know.
So this is not hard for us. We literally lay our bodies down on these Helix.
We tested a lot of mattresses.
Is the plural of Helix Helixes or what is it?
Consider me Felix, because I love Helix.
Go to helixsleep.com/FKS
for 27% off site-wide.
That's helixsleep.com/FKS for 27% off site-wide.
And
this is important. After you check out, enter
FKS
so they know we sent you because we did.
We sent you. We're sending you right now.
helixsleep.com/FKS.
I have a confession to make. I'm in love with Paul Rudd. And you know what two guys do when there's a connection? They go on a date. They have a bromance. They take one ice cold White Claw each and they cheers them to the highest level because they just know that they're bros. They know that they love each other and they know that they want to move things forward in a direction. And what's a better way than over a few White Claws? Is that cottage cheese? I wonder if he likes cottage cheese. Paul, you eat cottage cheese?
I don't.
I was just thinking about it. I'm not offering you any. I
Were
was
there
just.
any muffins?
Well, that's
I brought some muffins.
I don't. I've never eaten cottage cheese.
I started later in life.
You did.
Yeah.
What's a food that you discovered later in life? This is an interesting.
I just told you.
Well, cottage cheese for you.
Baked potato.
Oh, that's one of my favorite things in the world.
You didn't have baked potatoes until later in life?
I didn't, but there's a man. Yeah, hello? I don't know. I don't understand. It's rare that a man.
I just ordered some baked potatoes and cottage cheese.
Do you like baked
Uber
potato?
Eats.
Do you like baked potato?
I think he realized he's maybe in the wrong place.
Okay.
Do you like baked
Should I go
potatoes?
see?
Sure.
No.
I love a baked potato.
Okay.
Baked potato, yeah.
What's the thing you found later in life?
Very late.
Brussels sprouts.
Oh yeah,
You like them or you
Brussels-
don't?
I love
Yeah,
them.
it's just because
Oh, I love
it's just
them.
'cause they weren't cooked
and
right.
also Brussels sprouts and avocados.
Oh, you didn't
You
like
didn't have
avocado?
avocado?
Growing up, I
Avocados?
never had avocados.
Avocados are new for me too.
What's your favorite
Prep?
food? Like, what's your go-to thing?
My favorite food.
Like dying, you have one meal. You're dying right now. You have one
This
meal.
is- I mean, look, I love French fries.
I love
wow.
French
You
fries.
know,
French
French
fries.
fries.
That's your dime.
I think
French
that's-
fries.
No, I mean, I would do it.
Really?
Like, I mean, no, it's like, oh, you could have pizza, or you could have like. There's lots of
Yeah,
things.
you like
Pizza and French.
you
What
like
are you,
steak
6 years old?
I love steak.
and like a burger.
I love
I
pizza.
love a burger.
What about grilled chicken sandwich with like melted cheese?
Yeah, but I don't need the cheese. It's weird. By the way, I'm like mayonnaise. Well,
I hate
Ethiopian
mayonnaise.
food?
Ethiopian food, sure. Yeah, I'd eat that.
Thai food?
Yeah.
No
yeah.
pasta, no
I
Italian
love
food?
pasta.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
That's
Come
all,
on.
that's all
You
I
ever
would
been
eat.
pulled over?
Pulled over? Have I ever been pulled
Have you
over?
ever been arrested?
I had one time when I was, there were two times when I was a teenager. One time I was in a car, I was riding shotgun, and my friend Mike was driving, and we had water guns. And there was a car next to us, our friends. They had them too. We were just having water guns.
Rascals.
We were just being rascals. And we were shooting at each other, and a cop pulled us over.
Thinking they were real guns?
Well, I don't know. This cop was
Grudge numbers.
like super psycho. Anyway, he pulled us over. Our friends kept going. So Mike pulls over and has a gun trained on us.
Oh my god.
And he comes walking around the side and he says, all right, boy, slowly, real slowly, hand over that water gun, and you better pray it's a water gun. Like, and he has a gun on me. I'm like 16, and so we both had him. And anyway, I gave him the gun, and Mike gave him his gun. He wrote both of us up, and he gave Mike a ticket for reckless driving, and he gave me an accomplice to reckless driving. He said it was because you swerved into another lane. It was like, what? No, we weren't. But anyway, maybe he was just trying to teach us a lesson. I don't really know what the thing was, but I wound up having to go to a court for that. And then the other time is I was in college, my freshman year, and
Killed someone.
I killed someone. Killed someone. And that was, let me tell you something. That was hard to get out of.
Yeah.
I didn't ever technically get out of it.
Yeah.
But
What happened freshman year?
It's still a pain in the ass. I was in Lawrence, Kansas, hanging outside of a bar called The Bull, and I had a Sapporo, like a fancy can of it, and I was kind of new to drinking. I'll be honest with you, and cops came around, and I was underage, and so I just like
You dumped
I
it.
dumped it, and I got in the car, and they pulled us over. He goes, "You had a beer." I was like, "Was that your?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, I wasn't drinking it though." I think I gave him like I'm like, "Oh, I was holding it, but I wasn't drinking it." I don't even know. It was something ridiculous. But then I had to go to court, and I wasn't technically an arrest, I guess, but I did have to go do community service and work at a Boys and Girls Club.
How was that
That
experience?
was probably fun.
No,
What? You think you could?
it was. By the way, it was a kind of a rough Boys and Girls Club, and they had boxing. Like one of the things they did to these kids is like let them just
Like beat the
pummel
shit out
each
of
other.
you.
Yeah, and there was like one other kid they had taped out on the floor like the ring, and these kids they had like these big kind of old school huge boxing gloves, and they would all just wail at each other. And then another kid who was like a counselor was a really sweet kid. He was probably about 15 years old, about as big as my pinky, and he was like really nice, really shy, really quiet. And all the kids, one time they were doing this, they said, you guys go, the counselor, like you guys fight each other. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna fight this kid. I'm not gonna do it. No, they're like, come on, do it. I'm like, okay. So this kid's like not saying anything. So we got our gloves, we stand there, and I'm standing like towering over this little kid. I'm like,
You want me to stand
yeah,
up?
you
too?
I'm like, all right, here we go.
Okay.
All right, here you go. Wham, the kid kicked my ass.
Really?
I'm like, oh.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
then
I
you
guess
have
this
no
is
choice.
on. And I don't think I'd ever boxed.
Yeah.
I'm like, where am I? And the kids are cheering, and this kid beat the shit out of me.
Hit you in your face?
Oh yeah. And I'm like, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, and he just
You gotta
destroyed you.
You gotta find that kid
I think
now.
he kind of wiped the floor with me. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't. He's not on your list to hurt.
No.
Or is
I
he?
thought even then I'm like, that was really funny. That
Yeah.
kid just-
Have you ever been punched in the face without someone wearing gloves, like raw fist to the face?
Yeah. I mean, when I was little, not often. I think,
Yeah.
I never was drawn to that kind of.
No, I can't believe people fight.
No, it really made me uncomfortable. Still does.
Yeah, even thinking. Sometimes I have nightmares of like seeing like
Getting hit?
best friends. Like I have a nightmare where I'm going on I'm like with like. You've been there before. Mark's been there, and I'm going on an escalator up, and then below I see like my best friends get in a fight with like a group of guys, and they're just like getting beaten, and I'm going up the escalator.
Do you ever see movies from your friends and they suck?
A friend of mine just said one time. He said, "I figured out the perfect thing to say, which is go up to him and say, oh my God, I can't tell you how much I love that movie. It's not a lie.
Wow, I love that.
I can't tell you how
I
much.
can't tell you how much I love that movie. I have no words.
No words.
What if
No
they
words.
go, really?
Which part?
Yes.
And you go,
Oh
yes.
my God. I mean, all of it.
I can't even. I have no. I have no words for any of it.
I don't know.
asked-
Like that is an
Yeah.
awkward position to be
Yeah.
in for sure. I'm sure you've
Yeah,
been
yeah,
in
yeah.
this situation. I know that I've talked to people and I know they feel that about something I did. And I'm like, I get it. I mean,
Yeah.
Can you watch yourself?
yeah. I mean, I think I can, but I don't really. Usually when it's done and there's a premiere and I have to do press, I'll watch it so I know what it is.
Yeah.
And, but I don't ever really revisit it.
Do you laugh out loud at your own deliveries? Like for me, when I'm like editing my show, that she'll be like saying she can't believe how often I'm just laughing, and
cackling.
then she'll go in
Great
and I'm just
thing.
like
That's a
watching
great-
myself
yeah,
deliver a
it's
joke.
It's
Yeah.
great.
He
I
gets
can
happy.
usually watch something and tell. I'm like, okay, that works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you
But
know?
you don't laugh
but-
at your own performance.
He's not a psychopath.
No, I don't.
he
Do you
does.
find? Let me ask you this.
Yeah, sure.
Do you feel like you laugh enough in your life? Do you really
Yes.
laugh?
Yeah, I laugh a
You,
lot.
laugh a
you
lot.
do.
Yeah, you don't.
a
You
lot
don't.
of his like own jokes too.
We laugh
Great.
so much with
I've
each
seen
other.
them. They're great.
Yeah.
I laugh too.
We laugh so much with each other too,
Yeah.
and with all three of us.
That's
love
a great
laughing.
way to laugh. I mean, when you're
we
when
laugh.
you're hanging out.
I'd say we laugh more than we don't. Like
Yeah.
when we're
Big-
together.
yeah,
We're-
yeah. She
I
makes
like
me
to
laugh
laugh.
more than anyone, and so does he.
And,
They really do.
Selena makes me laugh, and we're all friends together, and it's like
But I am like
you laugh a lot.
I laugh a lot, but I would never laugh at myself. But I am shocked that people
I've
like
seen you laugh at yourself.
You can maybe I have once. You can watch yourself, and I would imagine if I were you, I'd be like, well, I'm just gonna like sit down and pop in an old movie that I liked of myself.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't do that. But you
I
know,
don't
like, I'll
do
flip-
that.
I don't do that. But no.
Hey, Chuck.
Yeah?
I love drinking White Claw with my pals.
Well, what about me?
You're one of my pals.
Oh,
I think you're my best girl pal.
you know what?
What?
On that note, I think we should have more nights where we drink White Claw together.
Should we pack a big old ice cold
Cooler?
cooler that we can carry?
Not on our back. Why are you going like this?
Well, I'd like to carry it. And you know what I'd like to do? I'd like it to bring it to Michigan for July 4th. I'll see you there.
Well, the good news is you can get it in Michigan. You don't have to put it in the cooler.
Can you
Drink
say
responsibly. Hard
spontaneous?
seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago,
Can you
Illinois.
say spontaneous?
I can.
Guys, it's summertime. We got to start thinking about our outdoor areas.
I would love to start thinking about our outdoor areas.
Well,
Start thinking.
yeah, I mean, start ordering from
Well,
Wayfair.
There's
Because-
one in particular that I sent you. You could just click OK, I'll order it. That one, that cool one. Remember that one that has like a little, it's like a cabana?
Yeah, but I already told you I approve and I like it.
You guys are ordering cabanas?
You should have already ordered that.
Why didn't you already order?
But I will.
You know, I thought about
It's the
texting you the other
commitment.
day. I was going to say, did you order the Wayfair thing yet? But I didn't want to make
Yeah,
you feel
I
like...
appreciate that you didn't
You
do that.
didn't do it?
No, but it's sitting there. It's in my cart.
Get
It's
prepped for patio season for way less. Head to wayfair.com right now to shop all things home. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home.
Give it just what you need.
To the new side, or all going like,
Yeah.
and we do. Oh,
there you go.
I just leaned in right when you
That
did
was
that.
nice.
repositioning. I could taste it a little.
I thought you were coming over to like
sorry. I
give
thought
me
you were
to
being,
like,
like,
yeah, like
beautiful.
to be sweet to me,
That was
and
really
then
nice. I thought you were like reaching over to kiss her
I
shoulder.
thought so too, and then it was just the most
We
No, it's not-
feral.
But I will I will sometimes kind of flip around or whatever, and I'll see something like Anchorman.
Yeah.
Will come on, and not for me, but I will watch what Will is doing.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
God
yeah, yeah.
damn, he's funny.
You're so good
Do
at
you
that.
think
No, no,
yourself?
but like
are you
this-
self-critical? Like, do you consider yourself a self-critical person?
Can be, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes I think like, oh, okay, I don't want to do that again.
Do you have a favorite that you've done of your own movies?
One of the ones that the experience was just so fun that I think is really sweet is I Love You Man. Because
Oh,
I Love You
yeah.
Man was like, I remember thinking it was very, very clever, the premise of it, and I
Yeah.
hadn't really seen it. I love Jason Segel. I think
love
he's
him. Yeah.
so funny, and I
that
love
movie.
working with the guy. And there was such a free, experience. It was so free and fun to kind of go back and forth with him. And,
Yeah.
and then John Hamburg, who directed it, was also, just kind of cut from that same hilarious
You have so
beta male cloth
Yeah.
that we all
I was just thinking, you have,
It was just so fun.
you have so many classic lines in the movies
Yeah.
too, like the iconic lines.
Jeb, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you call him?
Jobin.
Jobin.
Yeah.
Jobin.
Yeah.
Jobin.
Jobin, yeah.
Jobin.
yeah.
Hey, do
Jobin.
people?
Was that improv?
Most of that movie was.
Yeah.
But it was.
I love Jobin.
Jobin is such a dumb
I
thing.
love
but
that
like
movie.
It
Jobin.
reminded me of,
Rewatched
I had a
it.
friend named Greg that in college, he would, it's so funny, my friend Greg Meter, he used to go, hey, what's up, Shayeb? He would call people Shayeb. And at one time I go like, what is Shayeb? And he goes, well, it makes really kind of as much sense as dude. So he goes, I just call people Shayeb.
I like shit.
And
like
then,
Shayeb.
and
I
then
like
he would
Meter.
do things. One of the things that I also loved about Shayeb was the way he spelled it, which was Shayeb. You wouldn't think there's an E in there, Shayeb. But it was Shayeb, but there was an E.
Yeah, I like
and the only reason I knew that is because occasionally, like around the house, I'd be sitting down, I'd look really small, like just on the corner of something in pencil, it just said Shayeb. He would just write it places.
I love. Where's Shayeb now?
He's in Colorado.
Do you talk
wow.
to Shayeb?
Yeah,
Shayeb.
he's still like one of
Does
the
he still
funniest.
call
guys.
You would call him
Shayeb.
Shayeb, right? When you
No,
say
he
that?
was
Meter.
he was one of those guys, in college that, and I have another friend named Dave Dorothy, similar, that it was so funny that people kind of would co-opt the stuff that they did, and they were responsible, I feel like, for shaping the senses of humor of a bunch of the guys.
including yourself.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you
yeah.
think
Wow.
Shayeb?
Shayeb.
Do you think if Shayeb?
Jobin, I don't know if Jobin happens without Shayeb.
yeah.
Do you think Shayeb could have been an all-star like actor if he wanted to?
Oh, for sure.
He never wanted to.
Or like all-star writer.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. This is the thing that is certainly the case that I think of most of my friends that I kind of like grew up with or went to college with, and they're so funny and so smart.
Yeah.
And I think, oh, they could have absolutely had this kind of career. They just didn't choose to do it. But I think many people fit into this category, and I do think that some of those Apatow movies that people would say they cut to like see Jason or Seth Rogen. They're like, oh my God, those movies, it just reminds me of me and my friends.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and I would say like, it's because it is.
Yeah.
And I have no doubt that your friends and you guys would probably be, funnier than we are in this.
Judd
We just-
Apatow
we
really
just-
took, I feel like comedy wasn't like he took it and it was like a new genre. Like with all of you guys, it showed like
He
it was
found
the,
real people
made it
that
so
looked
human.
like funny,
realism.
dynamic people and let
Yeah.
them.
yeah, he made it so human.
it was like the first time we saw such human like improv. I feel like it used to be like more structured before that, and I feel like he was the one that kind of like paved the way for so much of like the comedy that we grew up with.
Oh, you guys were
Yeah,
running wild.
and Will and Adam McKay too.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a similar.
Yeah,
they all-
yeah.
Do you have like an opus that you haven't done yet in your life where you're like, my dream, like I want to like, I have like a checklist of like things I want to do, like that I haven't done yet. Like, do you have any of those? Like, oh, I want to like write this movie, or oh, I want to be in a movie like this or some shit, or no?
Nothing that really is.
It's a dark room.
It's nothing that really is like, oh, I really am. I'm going to direct now. And I said, maybe these things are all interesting to me.
Yeah.
But and I still want to be motivated to do things. 'Cause I think as soon as you stop, it's
Yeah.
like you just kind of wither and die. So I don't want to retire. I still love doing what I do, and I'm interested in many things.
Yeah.
But I don't have the thing where it's like that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Everything falls to the side. I'm just
Yeah.
going to focus on
Yeah.
that.
I think that's a good way to be. Like, I feel like you're not like, do you ever get stressed or anxious?
Oh my God!
Really?
All the time.
Oh.
all the time.
I was gonna say you don't seem that way.
What is
You seem like kind of.
Yeah, what's your biggest
is it
stress
social
right
or
now?
is it like logistical?
I feel stress at the state of the world. I feel stress at the state of. I feel just the number of people who I think I owe phone calls or texts or emails to people that are waiting on an answer or something, and I buckle under it. I feel stress over starting a press tour. I feel stress of.
That seems.
I feel honestly, I feel stress over most things, and it's all stressful. And then I just think of all of this through the perspective of my families, and my kids, and I just find all of it. I think I'm stressed way more than I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was making a joke about Antiques Roadshow,
Yeah.
but honest to God,
It's your heroine.
it is.
I like that.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
I've loved it forever.
Decades.
And I think one of the things that I really love about it, I mean, there are many things I could really get into a whole thing about why I love it, but is the pace of it, the sweet, it's a little like the Great British Bake Off. It's like sometimes can restore your
Yeah.
Faith in humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also it's
I
not
agree.
about even the appraisals. People are like, oh yeah, you just want to see how much something is. Like
It's the monotony.
it's honestly, it's kind of the least
of-
interesting part of the show. I like learning about things, and I like learning about, oh my God, what is the history of Limoges?
Yeah.
Or like, a Chesterfield. Okay, so that was built in Philadelphia. This is going to be more valuable than what if it was
Chesterfield
or like
couch.
from the 1700s versus. Wait a minute, are those the original finish? And this and people or things that have been handed down in people's families that they prize and they treasure, and it's really interesting.
I love that. I love seeing the people and their backstories.
I cried.
I do too.
I cried the other day. I was watching a thing, and it's this thing that specializes just in veterans who bought Rolexes in the 50s and
Can you watch it?
No, I've seen this clip.
This man, he bought a watch for $300. Okay, he kept it perfect. He didn't do anything. And they say, these. He goes, normally these types of watches, go for $100,000 at an auction. And he's like, and he says, now notice I said normally. He said, now this is a double mint condition, 4-pipe. And he said, this watch
there's
goes
3
for
layers. Yeah.
$800,000. And then he was like, and then it went to $1 million.
building-
And the
That's
guy
exciting.
lost, it made me cry.
Oh yeah, it makes me
Yeah.
cry. There's the man who brought in a Navajo blanket when he's like, there was no wealth in our family. It's appraised at $250,000. It has now gone on to $1 million. I've seen an update.
Wow.
But originally owned by Tom Mix, but this sweet man who had it his whole life. When he discovered the value, he had no idea. It started to cry, and I'm a mess. But I've even seen Lark E. Mason, the appraiser that does.
Yeah.
I know all their names. That's how much I
don't
watch
know
it. By the way, have met Simeon Lippman.
Oh, you did?
And he does a lot of sports appraisals,
Lippman.
and a great guy. And sometimes we'll text. I don't mean to name drop.
Do you have any memorabilia?
I do. I love collecting historical memorabilia.
That's cool.
I love all that.
Wait,
Megas, that'd be kind of a
wait.
hobby. But
That is a hobby. That is a hobby.
But when someone brought in, so Lark's interest is Asian art and artifacts and historical. Someone brought in like a piece of jade or something, some ancient. I don't remember what it was, and he cried. And because he loved the beauty and the history of it so much. And in those moments, when I see people. Just no wall, no pretense, no everything, that are so greatly affected by something beautiful or important or moving in some way, and they're moved, I'm a goner.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And when that happens on that show,
You love humanity, but you're.
I like
yeah.
I like goodness. I like when people are good.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll like this
Good
program.
So
He has to leave.
I have to go do
Another press.
Okay, well,
I-
hey, thank you so much,
Guys,
guys.
I know that seemed so abrupt.
No, it's okay. And then we should film the iPhone.
Yeah. We gotta do.
Yeah,
we gotta
thank
do
you.
a few pictures. They
Of
make
course.
us. Thank you, McDonald's, for
sponsoring this episode.
episode.
Can you do it again?
Thank you, McDonald's, for sponsoring this episode.